It's in the game.
The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on last year's national champion, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will have the football first. To work up top. Got his man on the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season.
Turning it on! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game.
Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, right choke, Jayhawk. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
So TCU's offense will go to work for the first time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Just a short pass to the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Watkins. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking to throw on first down, using the quick game. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to...
Oh, he's got... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man in the middle. Tight coverage there, did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll try the run. There he goes! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bohannon. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
This defense. A lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
With the catch, it's Watkins. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, rock chop. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by a field goal over Clemson. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Finding an escape route. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker on the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. Got his man. Runs through the tackle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And they take it in for 6 more points. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
Yeah, no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants. He can buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this game.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Horned Frogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Reads it, fires complete. Spinderella. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Give to the single back. Makes it past the marker. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. They'll give it to him again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Got a little space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Spits it out to the back. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking left. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait.
Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. With sure hands, it's Bohannon. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
And the Jayhawks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coffee. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. Makes the grab. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
It's complete on the right side. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got his man in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The snap sets up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they've regained the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 18 to Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ran through the contact. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Mohannan. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They go to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's complete to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Kansas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them... put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They get to him as he throws. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. He's looking deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
That's not what the offense was expecting, but it's perfect, right? You just want to run the ball, come out of your own end zone, create some space, boom, I'll do you better. I'll give you a 1st down, move that ball way down the field, create a lot of space.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes! Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here we go, here we go! To the ground with the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Pocket breaking down. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawk. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Looking down the middle. This one's complete. They'll get but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets it out quickly. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Works the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hits him in stride at the tag. Defense. the stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Fires into the end zone. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
TCU, 32.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The give as they work on that clock. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Jayhawks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll go to the ground. Across the 25. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
They'll come to the line 1st and goal with the lead and the clock working in their favor. Extending the play. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
How about that from the offense? Second and goal. Everything says you might run the football. They try to throw it, and man, was that unsuccessful. Sitting back in the pocket, just throw the football away. Don't take the sack. Don't go backwards, especially inside the 3-yard line, set up in such good position.
Now it's 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This